the MC shared most of my story, which I wanted to share, but I will still go ahead and share it. I was born in a lower middle class family in Bangalore. Uh, and while birth, there was this minor complication which happened and which I could have lost my life. The umbilical cord, it choked me completely. And thankfully, I survived that incident. And however, it did add its repercussions later in life. So I began school like all of y'all did. Like any human being wanted to achieve, wanted to thrive, wanted to be competitive. But when I compared myself to the other children who were with me in class, I was way below performance. My handwriting was bad. It is still bad. I couldn't spell. I still can't spell. And I couldn't remember things properly according to sequence. Uh, then the other kids performed well, and obviously it's natural for the teachers to be nice to the kids who perform and nasty to the kids who don't. But that's life. So what do you do in that situation? So you be nice to them. Uh, I moved on to through grade one, grade after one is two and three and four through great difficulty. And when I was in fifth grade, that's when it started hitting me because I genuinely wanted to put in effort and study because I didn't want to hear the things your teachers were saying. I didn't, and corporal punishment was very rampant at that point. Uh, Basically, I didn't want to be beaten. And but this continued day after day after day. And my school days were horrific. The only day in my school I remember and I really cherished was, as in, not in a mean way. Uh, I walked towards my school and there was this huge blackboard and it said there's this particular teacher had passed away and the school will be closed. I wasn't happy because she died. I was just happy there was no school. And every time I walked towards my school, I was hoping there'll be a blackboard. It never came. And when I was in fifth grade, my dad passed away all of a sudden, and it was during my exams. And I had failed that particular grade, and the teachers felt sorry for me, and they said, "Okay, this guy must have gone through trauma. He lost his dad, and trauma, you see." Then they felt sorry and pushed me to sixth, and sixth I repeated. Since I had repeated, the teacher felt sad, and she liked some more grace marks, and she pushed me to seventh. And in seventh, I struggled again. This maths teacher used to come into class, and for some reason, I don't know, he liked my face or didn't like my face. He used to pick on me. Like he would send me to the blackboard and it's like solve that problem. Obviously, I couldn't. So then again, you get beaten in front of all your classmates. Come back, but it really didn't. These incidents really didn't affect me. Like I didn't spiral into depression. I didn't. There were times I wanted to end my life because of pressure of society, home, your school. But deep within, there was this thought, there's more to all this. You need more guts to live than to die. So I wrote my 7th standard exams. Sorry, I hardly wrote anything. I just used to copy the question paper. I remember once my Hindi teacher saying, you copy the question paper and fine, but copy it without any mistakes. I will give you marks. And I couldn't score marks there. And I used to be this guy sitting, waiting for the first person to go leave the paper, and I used to go leave my paper under. And there used to be nothing used to be on the paper. Obviously, I knew my results before my exams. Why wait for your exams and then figure out what your results are going to be? Then I gave my 7th grade exams, not hoping that I'll pass. I had this gland before that, which one evening I realized that there was a gland. So I came and told my mom. We went to our family physician. He put me through a couple of tests. Long story short, for a year and a half, we went to different doctors. Finally, they decided to operate on me and send it for biopsy. And finally, when they sent it for biopsy, the reports came. They said it was cancer, lymphoma Hodgkin's. And for a year and a half, we didn't know it was cancer. What next? I had to go through aggressive spells of chemotherapy that included bone marrow tests, liver biopsies. I lost all my hair, completely bald. By the way, this is all original. completely bald. My face was bloated, and then I was expected to go to school after every chemotherapy. And the children over there didn't know what was happening with me. They used to pull my caps off, make fun of me. It's okay. Everyone has to laugh as long as they don't cry about you. It's fine. So they felt sorry in my 7th grade, and they said they'll give me a pass certificate. I hope this institution doesn't do that, and sent me out of the school. So I went to another school, and they admitted me. And I was going through chemotherapy, so I'd failed 8th grade. So they pushed me to the 9th grade. So in the 9th grade, what happened was, since the chemo had compromised on my immunity, there was some herpes infection right from my heart to my spine. So then most of the time I couldn't attend school, so they felt sorry and pushed me to 10th. Then now here comes the challenging part. Then in 10th grade, nothing happened, so they couldn't push me anywhere. So I failed, and so technically I passed only 4th grade. But then the pressure started mounting. All the children started doing well. My family members, my neighborhood kids, my classmates, they all started moving ahead in life, and I was stagnated. And there's this thought process which began to take place. So like, I think I'm at the end of the road, and life doesn't have too much to offer for me. But deep within, there was this voice, there was this intuition saying, there is more to it. Push, push, push. So I did. I did with the best of my ability with whatever I had. And I started picking up odd jobs. I tried to do a ticketing course, failed again. Then someone offered me a job in a travel agency. Then they realized I was fit for nothing. So they didn't want to fire me. So I ended up doing all the office boy work over there. But I wasn't content. I wanted to achieve. I wanted to push. But every time I went for some interview, they said, we need education. We need good qualification. There's nothing on your CV. You come back. So I started knocking different doors. And finally, I got a good break in an electric car company in Bangalore in the marketing department. And I had my experience. I worked with MBAs. And the following year, I moved on to production planning and control, which was an engineer's profile. And I worked there for a year. Then I moved to America Online. Finally, when I quit America Online, in the 3rd year, I was a senior quality analyst. And I managed to pick up everything on job. And I always had this desire to communicate well. We spoke our mother tongue at home. And as you guys know, I didn't go to school to like pick up good English or communication skills. But there was this desire. And as I was working at this company at production planning and control department, I had to go in for my 5th surgery. That's when they realized my blood was infected during my chemo. And for about 10 years, they didn't know my blood was infected. And I had all the symptoms, they did all the tests, and they didn't figure out. But eventually they did figure out, and it turned out to be a very deadly virus in the blood. That didn't stop me. Then from AOL, I decided I wanted to be on my own. I wanted to move ahead in life. I don't want to be stuck to a small corporate or a big corporate. I want to be my own boss. Then I got this opportunity to race for the Indian Formula single-seater. And I did race. The following year, I got selected to drive the Volkswagen cars. I was a test/development driver with them. Then I moved on to be their consultant with the motorsport department. What I wanted to leave with you guys is, if you guys are going through something like this, or some sorts of disability, or you think you don't have the expertise, the skills to go ahead and do what you want, do not restrict yourself. And that's how I managed to overcome. How did I manage to overcome? I did the best with what I had. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with the people around you. You do not have to wear masks about something else or someone else. That will take you places. I was good in time management. If someone says, be at this time, be there at that time. Even the other person comes late, you be there on time. And punctuality takes you a long way. Build contacts, maintain those relationships. They also take you a long way. And never listen to your external voices. When people say you cannot do this is your limitation. Do not listen to it. Always trust your instinct, trust your gut, and that will take you places. It's going to be hard. It was hard for me. It was a very rough road. Uh, I didn't settle for the second best. I wanted the best for my life. I'm still not content where I am. I want to go places. I have bigger dreams. I want to achieve more. Hopefully see you guys when I do that at some point in life. So this is what I want to leave with you guys. Life is hard. Work hard. It has its own surprises. You have that humongous potential within you. You just got to unleash that. Thank you. Thank you for giving me an audience.